What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to another Football Manager Simulate. And well, we've done Pep Guardiola in the non-league, we've done Mbappe trapped at a non-league club, and people have been asking, Jack, Messi and Ronaldo, make them young again, add them to these non-league teams and see how they could carry a team. And that is exactly what we've done today. So we've taken a club from the Vanarama National North and a club from the Vanarama National South, and we've given them a little bit of a gift. So Kettering Town, welcome. You've got Messi. We're going to be following, of course, Kettering's adventures. They start in the National League North. Their media prediction was bottom when I loaded things up, but, well, given the fact they've just acquired Messi, the media suddenly expect slightly bigger things from them. The other player, of course, Ronaldo, if we just take a look, he is going to be playing for Hungerford. And, well, he's pretty blooming good. Of course, two quite contrasting styles of play. Ronaldo, a real complete forward. Messi, more of a playmaker. It'll be interesting to see how these two players single-handedly carry their teams up the league. Hungerford, debatably, slightly not so well off compared to Kettering. Their squad is probably a little bit weaker on paper, but equally, they have now got Ronaldo playing for them. So yes, we're going to go forward. We're going to see how these two players' careers pan out. They are both 17 or 18 years old, so we've reset their age. They've got their whole lives ahead of them, but yeah, they're trapped at the teams. You can see Ronaldo has a move to Juventus planned for 2045. That is in 26 years' time. And Messi has a move back to Barcelona planned in a similar time frame. So yeah, he might be looking forward to moving clubs, but unfortunately, Cristiano, you're here for the long haul, mate. And we're going to see over the next couple of videos how these two guys get on. I want to give you guys a question before we get into this, though. Who do you think can carry a team better? Will Ronaldo, with his pure goal scoring, be able to do more? Or will the creative prowess of Messi allow him just to, open up more opportunities for teammates? Who in your opinion, is going to do better, I guess? Hungerford or Kettering? You've got to pick a side here and now. Leave a comment, let me know who you're on the side of. Of course, if you enjoy this video and you want to see more stuff like this, check out my channel, subscribe if you're new around here. If we can hit 1,000 likes on this video in the first night it's up, part 2 will be up tomorrow for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. And well, without further ado, let's go forward a year and see how these two teams are getting on, shall we? Okay guys, so we have gone forward 1 year and we start here on the profile of Kettering Town who, well, they've won the league. Paul Cox is loving life. He's played Messi out at right midfield. I don't know how to feel about that, but you can see he has the highest average rating, he's the top goal scorer, and he has most assists. So he's had quite a good year. Yes, 19 goals, 18 assists. He's got 29 player of the matches in a single season, which is not too bad. Of course, Kettering in the National League North, we've put Ronaldo at a National League South team. I'm expecting them to meet and collide and, go head-to-head against one another, which will be slightly different to what we did, obviously, with Mbappe. But yes, in the National League North, he's done quite well. He actually wasn't top goal scorer, so yeah, George Waring here, more prolific than Messi. There you go. Although perhaps it does hold true to the fact that Messi is going to be a more creative player. He got 18 assists, an 8.36 average rating. And yeah, he got player of the match in more than half of Kettering's entire games all season. So it would be fair to say he did single-handedly carry them. Let's have a look at how Hungerford did, shall we? They are playing in the National League South. They weren't in the playoffs. Ronaldo was top goal scorer. Where did they finish? 5th. Oh dear. Oh, I'm going to be honest, folks. When I started this, I thought they'll shoot up the leagues the first few years, much like Mbappe did when we did a similar thing. And then it would, be interesting to see them go to head in the Football League. They're not going to be in sync with one another. I was anticipating a few promotions alongside each other, but Hungerford here, they've only finished 5th. Ronaldo has apparently been playing left mid. He's their top goal scorer. He's got 12 assists. He's got 24 player of the matches. But it wasn't enough. I mean, that's shocking. Hungerford, I assume that defensively they've just been awful. Let's have a look at the league table, shall we, in a bit of detail. So Hungerford, they got 68 goals for, which was the second most, but they conceded 51, which was one of the worst records for a team in the top half of the league. And yeah, they lost in the playoff semi-final, I guess. We can have a look here. They lost against Billericay Town. Ronaldo scored in the 5th minute. It was not enough. And yeah, that was all she wrote. I mean, he must have been pretty devastated about that. The fact that they've not got promoted, by the way, I genuinely didn't think would happen. He's pleased to be at a successful club. Oh, Cristiano. Cristiano, you are a conflicted being. Well, let's hope that they can kick on a little bit. He did very, very well. If we just compare him and Messi, we can look directly at their statistics. So you can see here, Ronaldo did get more goals, to be fair to him, but didn't contribute as many assists. Played fewer matches as well. I guess Kettering went on a little cup run. Where did you get to, Kettering? Where did you get to? FA Trophy. They won in the third round. They won in the semi-final. Did they won the FA Trophy against Yeovil. I love that. Messi scored in the final. He got man of the match. So Messi gets silverware in his first season. How did they do in the FA Cup? They got to the fourth round and lost 4-0 to Halifax Town. Disaster. Hungerford, did you do anything? We should check this before we go forward. Where did you get to, Hungerford? You didn't get very far. You lost to Maidenhead in the FA Trophy. And in the FA Cup, they lost to Sutton in a fourth round replay in the qualifying round. So that's a little bit disappointing. I genuinely can't believe Hungerford didn't get promoted. If you're a Hungerford Town fan, I'm sorry, but not even Ronaldo could get you promotion this season, according to Football Manager. Let's hope they have a bit more success in Season 2, shall we? And, well, let's go forward to 2021. So, folks, it's 2021, and we start on Hungerford, who, drumroll please, they were predicted to finish fourth. They didn't even make the blooming playoffs this year. What is happening in Hungerford? You've lost 17 out of 46 games. Ronaldo has scored 31 goals and has the highest average rating in the league by a country mile. He got 16 player of the matches, but it just wasn't enough. Imagine if they're just stuck in this league forever. Then what do we do? I don't even know. Let's have a look. 31 goals. So we got more goals than last year. Fewer player of the matches, but a higher average rating. And Hungerford just... They just don't have it in them, apparently. Have they sacked their manager yet? They haven't. Herring, mate, what are you doing? They're still playing a 4-5-1. They're playing Ronaldo out on the left midfield position, which probably isn't ideal. They have a player called TQ. That's not a first name, Addy. You can't... TQ is not a first name. I refuse to accept it. Right. Hungerford, you're a lost cause. I'm very bitter. Let's look at the Vanarama National League and how Kettering are getting on. They aren't in the playoffs. Messi got 29 goals, and Kettering won the league on goal difference over Solihull Moors. So they're in the Football League. Messi's loving it. He's got 29 goals and 22 assists this season, which is pretty blooming good, let's be honest. An 8.55 rating. He got 36 player of the matches in 40 games. So he actually played better this season than in the previous year. Paul Cox is still... I mean, his reputation is going through the roof. I don't know if they've been playing him at right mid for most of the season. I guess they probably have been. I don't know if there's a way that we can look at the positions he's been playing. I don't think there is, unfortunately. But I think it'd be safe to assume with all the assists he's got, he probably is playing in midfield, Messi. But he's just doing absolute bits. Let's look at milestones here. He was their player of the season. He was the Vanarama National Player of the Year. He basically won everything. He set Kettering's record for most goals in a season. The supporters love him. He's been in the Team of the Week and the Player of the Month awards. You can see if we look at Player of the Month, he's won it most years, to be fair to him. You can see the positions here that he's been playing. So it's a lot of right mid and striker for the most part. Apparently he played in goal. That's got to be a bug. Football Manager, are you high? Maybe it is. Either way, could they have played him in goal? We have to check this now, don't we? There's no way they played him in goal to start the season. Oh, because I've done so many seasons in a row of holidaying forward, it's lost the stuff for the matches, so I don't think we can view them, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, they drew their first 4 games of the season 1-1, which is an interesting start to the year. He scored goals in these games, did Messi, so I'm going to assume he probably wasn't in goal for them, and that's just a weird bug. Maybe he's just that good, they play him everywhere. How has Ronaldo done in terms of awards? Let's have a look. I assume he's won a lot of Player of the Months and stuff if we look at milestones in his first 2 years. He won the Vanarama South Player of the Season. He broke the record number of goals in a year as a supporter. Basically, he's trying to be the one-man team and he isn't quite doing as much as Messi, which is interesting. But they've declined a bit on last year. Will Ian Herring be sacked? I'd like to think so. He is now captain of the club, is Ronaldo. Is Messi Kettering captain? I didn't notice if he was. He is. So that they've both taken over their teams. They've decided they're the big dogs on campus and that they need to be captain. And, well, Messi, he's doing quite well, isn't he, in everything, to be fair to him. They're doing very, very well at Kettering. And, well, let's see how they do in League 2. Meanwhile, Hungerford, you've got a little bit of catching up to do. I don't want to say this is a scientific test of who is the greatest of all time out of Messi and Ronaldo. All I'm saying is right now, Ronaldo can't quite do it on a cold night in the Vanarama South. Let's go forward one more year for today's video, guys. We'll go to 2022. Oh, please, Hungerford, please, just do something. So, guys, it's the end of Ronaldo's third season, and sound the alarm. We can party. They've won the league. They're getting promoted. He's not going to be stuck in the Vanarama National South forever. They got 106 points. He scored 28 goals. He got an 8.07 average rating, 20 assists as well. So he's turned provider now. He got 17 player of the matches, although interestingly, Ryan Barnett here got 7 player of the matches. So maybe he's contributing a lot as well. Let's have a look at their recent formation. It looks like they're still playing him out on the left. He's been their main player, it would unsurprisingly. And, well, their media prediction was second, so they've continued to strengthen their team. And he's done quite well. Of course, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Ronaldo and Messi, they've still got another, well, 23 years at the club. I should point out in the next couple of episodes of this experiment simulates, we're going to go forward a couple more seasons at a time. But I always feel like the first few years, you expect to see the teams rocket up through the leagues. And so you really want to look at each and every little thing that they're doing. And, well, that hasn't happened here at Hungerford until now, where he scored less goals, but he has got way more assists. He's become more of a provider and has got the highest average rating he's had. So maybe he's just improving. I mean, he's 21, loads of years ahead of him, and things are looking up for Hungerford. Meanwhile, and, well, we have to click through a lot of leagues here to find League 2. Where is Messi? Where are Kettering? I'll tell you where Kettering are. They're going into League 1, folks. They've won the playoffs on penalties. Can we view this game? We can. Messi scored his penalty. He didn't actually score in regular time. They were down a man. The game went to extra time. And, well, Messi did get player of the match, to be fair to him. Let's have a look at his season in League 2. He's got 31 goals, which is his most goals in a season so far. 10 assists. I was about to say only 26 player of the months, or player of the matches. 26 player of the months in a season would be impressive, mind you. Apparently he thinks that Chris Maxwell is an inspired leader. I mean, someone should let Chris know. You're an inspired leader. I love this. Right, so they're in League 1. I can't believe that they've got 3 back-to-back promotions. Well, I thought they might, but, well, given how Ronaldo's done at Hungerford, I don't know if we can necessarily expect it. But yes, Kettering, you were doing quite well. Their media prediction was 13th as well, so Paul Cox continues to, well, work miracles. You can see they beat Exeter 4-0 in the playoffs, and, well, they are just rocketing up through their leagues. They're playing their trademark 4-4-2. Messi is playing at right midfield. And he's just doing absolute bits for them at the moment. He broke their record for league goals scored in a season. We can look at their seasonal best 11 here, where he was actually listed as a striker. So the chances are he has played a decent number of games at striker. Compared to all the other players, his average rating is significantly better, which leads me to believe he really is carrying the team. We can also look at the overall best 11, where Messi has 104 goals in 146 games. That's not a bad score, to be fair to you, Lionel. So, yeah, where did Kettering actually finish in the league? They got in the playoffs, so they finished 4th. So they really did have a very, very good year. You can see Messi was comfortably the best player in the league, which, I mean, you'd hope he would be, but the fact he's carrying Kettering like he is quite impressive. And, well, at least right now, I think it would be fair to say he is one-upping Ronaldo's Hungerford Town. Interestingly, both players are valued the exact same. I wonder why that is. I guess it's because their contracts are the same. I would have thought the different leagues would play a role, but apparently not. You can see their statistics for this season here, head-to-head. The fact Ronaldo contributed over 50 goals in 49 games is really, really impressive. We should have a look, by the way, at landmarks for the two clubs. So you can see here, to be fair, Kettering have turned professional and started to upgrade their facilities, which is very, very good to see. How have they done it in cup competitions the last couple of years? They made it to the FA Cup third round where they took Rotherham to a replay. And then in the EFL Trophy, they lost in the second round to Leyton Orient. Let's have a quick look at Hungerford, shall we? Just to see how they've been getting on in cup competitions this year. They made it through to the FA Cup first round. They won in this first round replay. Unfortunately, they lost to Cheltenham in the second round. And in the FA Trophy, they couldn't win it, unfortunately for them. So Kettering, led by Messi, the only team out of the two teams that we're following who have won a trophy outside of a typical league title, at least right now. Anyway, that is going to wrap up part one from me today. Let me know what you made of this. I am very surprised that Hungerford struggled like they did. I would have thought with Ronaldo they would do the business. It's also interesting the fact that they're playing him more in midfield than as a striker. Of course, Messi and Ronaldo both can naturally play as a striker or as wider midfielders. And it seems like in the midfield, the AI feels like that they can contribute a little bit more given how complete they are as players. We'll have to see if Ronaldo's Hungerford can catch up with Kettering next time. Although Kettering, I mean, they're running away with it. They're in League One now, which if you watch the Mbappe video, you'll know is kind of where the one-man band started to struggle. But given how creative Messi is, I wonder if he can continue to push them on that little bit further. That'll be very, very interesting to find out next time. Anyway, that is all from me today. As I said at the start, if this video hits 1,000 likes in the first day it's up, part 2 will be up tomorrow. If you are new to the videos here on the channel and this is your first time here, do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Keep up to date. Go check out all the other videos on the channel. We have loads like this. If you want to see weird stuff like Neil Warnock, that is, in charge of Barcelona. We saw how Football Manager thought that would go. It was a disaster. Feel free to check it out. And, well, yeah, hopefully, guys, see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It is me, Jack. And, yeah, from me, Messi, and Ronaldo, we'll talk to you guys in a bit. We're out.